I'm professional card player Tiffany Michelle here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas to teach you how to play one of my favorite casino card games, Blackjack, also known as 21. It's not only easy to learn and play Blackjack, but you have some of the best odds of winning out of all the casino games. So let me teach you how. One or multiple players can sit at a blackjack table and play, but you aren't playing against each other, you play against the dealer. Your only goal is for the total of your cards to be closer to 21 than the dealer's cards without going over. Now that you know the card values, you'll know how to add them up when a dealer gives you a 2-card hand. But if you're bad at math, don't worry. The dealer will happily tell you the count of your cards at any point. When you sit down at a blackjack table, place your bet inside the designated betting area in front of your seat. Once the cards come out, no touching that bet. It's time to see how the cards fall. The dealer will deal 2 cards to each player, then 2 cards to themselves, but only one of the dealer's cards will be showing face up. All players must complete action on their hands before the dealer finally reveals what they have. Assuming the 2 cards in front of you don't give you 21 right out of the gate, you have a few options with what to do and potentially how to improve your hand to become a winner. If the total of your 2 cards is low, you may want to hit, meaning that you want to receive another card. Now our hand total is 18, and since basic strategy says to stay on 17 or better, we do. The dealer must hit when they have less than 17, and lucky us, they go over 21 and they bust. If you like the total count of your cards and believe that it's higher than the dealer's, you'll want to stay, or a synonymous term is to stand, meaning that you don't want any additional cards. Here, the dealer has a total of 18, which means we tie, or in blackjack it's called a push, and that means we neither lose nor win our bet. Because mistakes can be made with verbal directives, players must use a hand gesture for blackjack decisions. A hand gesture can stand alone or be accompanied by a verbal directive. When you want to hit, you must tap the table with your hand or finger, meaning give me another. When you want to stay, you should wave your hand back and forth over your cards, meaning no more. So how do you know when to hit or stand? Basic blackjack strategy says if your 2 cards equal 17 to 20, that's a pretty good hand and you should stay. There are only so many small cards in the deck that can improve high hands like these, but several cards that will make your count go over 21. That's why it's advised that players should stay. After all the players have acted on their hands, the dealer will now take their turn, but they can only hit or stay and must follow specific rules. Those are the basics of blackjack. Think you'll give it a try? It might sound a little more complicated than it really is, so I suggest sitting down, maybe at a low stakes table, and feeling it out. I'm gonna bet. $13 versus an 8. 13 is a low number, of course, so I'm gonna need to see another card in order to get my hand close to 21. Hit me, please. Oh no. A 10 means I now have 23. That's too many. What happens when I bust, Jai? My chips go away. Let's see another hand. Now here I have a pair, and there's one option when you have a pair in your 2 cards, and that's to split. In that case, I'm going to place an equal bet to my original bet. I'm gonna make a little hand gesture or just tell my dealer that I wanna split my hand, and now each of my cards become their own individual hands. Go ahead, let's see how it goes. So now my 4 becomes a 12, right? Am I doing the math right? All right, 12 is a low number, so I'm gonna hit that. 21, I got the exact number that I'm going for without going over. So of course, I'm gonna stand on that hand. That's gonna definitely be a winner. And now let's see a card over here. Now, when you have a 10 in blackjack, when you have a 9, 10, or 11 with your 2 cards, you have the option to double down. Double down is similar to a split in the sense that you're gonna place the same amount of chips from your original wager. Is that the same amount? But now with a double down, the dealer will only give you 1 card. The reason you double down is with a 9, 10, or 11, you're likely to get a face card or a 10, meaning you'll have 20s, 19s, and 21s, which is the kind of hand that you wouldn't hit on one more time. So that's why you're only gonna get 1 card. Let's go ahead and see it. All right, well, I didn't exactly make a 19, 20, or 21 out of that hand, but what is that? 7, 14. Well, the good news is in this case, the dealer busts. So it didn't matter that I didn't have very close to 21 in this hand. I'm gonna get paid. And of course, my 21 is getting paid because a dealer bust, that means players with cards in front of them get paid. Remember, you can always ask the dealer questions if you're unsure, like what the total of your hand is or what actions are available to you. They'll even tell you what the basic strategy advises you to do in a given moment. They'll be more than happy to answer a newcomer's questions. For Poker News, I'm Tiffany Michelle.